Hey guys, welcome back to Vinceville Custom. So today I'm sharing with you a garage kit review on these Wolfpax Cyclops statues. So we have the modern version, which is kind of like the Jim Lee outfit on the left, and we have the classic retro version of Cyclops on the right. They are produced by Wolfpax. I don't know who sculpted it. I didn't see it on the stickers on the bottom, so if anyone knows who sculpted them, leave a comment for me if you don't mind. But other than that, they're straightforward items. I love statues like this where it's basically a museum pose. It doesn't take up a lot of space and you pretty much have the figure. The muscles, the anatomy, everything looks great. Details. It looks like he just jumped out of the comics, and you know, there's a lot of room to display other characters with the stuff like this. So it's pretty much a amazing statue. I think it's really cool. There's really not much more to it than what you see. There is no change of head, but there is a change of face. Now, that's the only downside of this kit. We'll get to that in a second, but we'll get in a little bit closer so you guys can see some details. The head is removable, but personally, I think they should have actually did a change of head instead of the change of face, because to try to get those faces out with the magnet, you could scrape up the face pretty bad, and basically it's a done deal. But we'll go over that in a little bit. But the hands are removable, the torso is removable. This is a very wobbly statue the way it is now. We'll kind of show you that in a second. But it's basically your X base, which is fine. You can see there's the change of face piece over here. It's kind of like a smirking face. This one has a little bit more detail because we have the straps and everything, all the pouches and stuff like that to strap around the chest. Muscles and anatomy look great. I love this with the hair. The hair is sculpted really great on this one, so really, really well done. I don't really have much to say about them, other than it's just very wobbly. So if you were to paint this up in all its pieces and you just kind of magnetize it together, you can see how he's wobbly. See how that's wobbly, and the bases that's not a good sign, especially if you're on the West Coast by any kind of earthquakes. If you're moving stuff, if you're not careful, this stuff could fall apart on you. So when I'm done with these two pieces, everything is going to be one solid piece. He's going to be really durable. I'm going to leave the heads magnetized, removable, because you can see the heads they pop off. Well, this actually head doesn't, but this one does. So this head comes off. But this one is actually molded onto it, which is okay, not bad. But to try to get these faces out, it's kind of a little bit tricky. So if I don't make these faces durable with some good, paint, you can kind of see you could scrape it up, especially if you try to use your fingernail to pop this out. So you kind of have to use your thumb and kind of pull it off. But then if you're not careful and you let it fall, you run into issues. Personally, I don't like the smirk face anyway. It doesn't really fit Cyclops as much, that's my personal opinion, but each its own. But you can see these are removable, so these pop off no problem. So I will leave these alone. They are strong magnets on them, but this piece right here is magnetized into that torso, and then the legs are magnetized there, and then I think they're magnetized into the boot. So I'm going to take all those magnets out because it really doesn't make any sense to have them wobbly. Even the torso. Even though the torso's got a fairly thick key, it still wobbles here. And that's not really a good sign. Personally, like I said, if you're going to move this and you go lift it and you hit it the wrong way, you could pull all this stuff apart. Same thing with him over here. You can see this is removable, the head's removable, but you can see here they put the belt piece there and then this like that. Yeah, so that's kind of like too much of a wobbliness to me. He's magnetized into there, and then he's magnetized into this. I guess he's just into the boots. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much where he's at. And this face is removable as well. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of that. I understand why they did it. It saves on the things, but trying to get that out, you can scrape that piece up. So it's good strong magnet, but you can scrape it up pretty well. But other than that, anatomy's great, sculpt is great, it really fits him. I like the idea. He's got this really big upper body. He still feels a little bit slim, but maybe tone him down a little bit, only because you always call Cyclops slim, so he might be a little too jacked, but it's still not bad. It almost feels like Marvel vs. Capcom Cyclops, where he's kind of got that little bit more of a jacked body, but that's fine. And simple X bases, stuff like this I think is great. Museum pose, straight to the point. You know it's Cyclops. You know, he is putting his hand on the visor, ready to do the blasts, and he's pretty much straightforward. So other than that, that is Wolfpax Cyclops. Really nothing more to it. I'm going to get these primed up and start working on these over the month of July. If you are around, sign up on my Picardo channel. I plan to do a lot of live streams during the day with some good music while I'm working on all these kits, trying to get a lot of paint up kits out for the month. I won't be putting any of the work in progress streams on YouTube because of the music I'll be playing, but if you're around on during the day or night whenever I'm working, I'm streaming on Picardo. You can just see how I'm working on these over the time till I get them all done, and I put up a final video on YouTube. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more videos.